Okay, I am. This is the first time actually I'm using my YouTube channel to share with you reflections in the garden. So today, what I like to share with you is a wonderful, wonderful gift of nature in my garden, and that is the caterpillars of the monarch butterflies in my garden. As you can see, these are the caterpillars, and I noticed maybe because of the spring, there is so many of them in my wonderful milkweed bush. There's all over the place, some of them big, some of them small. I also noticed that sometimes they fall on the ground and I need to pick them up and put them back on the plant because that's where they feed. They feed from the milkweed plant. And I'm hoping and really praying that I would be able to see some of their chrysalis. I remember my granddaughter was here at age 3 and she saw one of the chrysalis hanging from a rose bush. And she was so excited. She was just going, chrysalis, chrysalis, chrysalis. And her excitement and her just joy just was contagious. And every time I see these caterpillars, I feel the same joy and the same excitement. It's mystery of nature. And I realized, when we look at nature, according to neuroscience, I love what I hear from the book called Chatter, written by Ethan Cross, the neuroscientist at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, that when we are in nature, our brain goes into an involuntary process of observation and processing and understanding and making sense. And that is not what we do when we read a passage or look at the book. We are a lot more intentional. We have to focus. But nature has a different magic. And as you can see now, the caterpillar is moving from one branch to the other and trying to go wherever it wants, that one little caterpillar. Nature charges our brain and it really gives us a lot of mental and spiritual resources. That's why Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith, calls nature the place of the soul. And indeed, our soul comes alive and starts to be the one that looks at things and understands a thing, makes sense of things, and our feelings are related to that discovery. I know also another scientist, Jill Taylor, neuroscientist, who had a incident of a, I think, stroke, and as a result of that, she discovered that her right brain became more activated. She lost the capacity of her left brain as a result of the stroke. And she became interested and enjoying things that she did not in before that incident. And the whole notion of right brain is so associated with art. And that's why people who are losing their memories, maybe Alzheimer or old age or dementia, whatever it is, they are processing a lot of their emotions much better through art such as drawing or working with clay, any of those things. So yes, nature is a very wondrous place. And one thing is to observe nature and you get charged, but also is another thing to interact with it, especially as we get older. And children, interaction with nature teaches us about our own powers, powers of love, powers of caring, power of sharing, powers of beauty, appreciation for beauty, and awe. And awe is this sense that very little has been written about it or researched about it. Recently, I see the sense of awe is being researched a lot more. And Ethan Cross in that book, Chatter again, he does mention the sense of awe or wisdom. All of these are very, very closely directed to our relationship with nature, especially children. For example, let's say this little caterpillar, when it falls on the ground, I have learned that if I touch it with my hand, it curls up completely and it just goes into a state of perhaps protection. But if I bring a leaf and gradually help that little caterpillar to just transfer itself onto the leaf, then I move the leaf and put it back under the milkweed plant, I realize that it's a lot less traumatizing for the caterpillar. These are wisdom that mean we learn what kind of actions, what kind of movement, what kind of decisions would make a difference in a positive way, but basically in the way of sustaining life, helping life, integrating life. Life means life of the soul, life of the body, all of that. So today I wanted just to focus on this wondrous element and joyous observation of all these milkweeds in my and the caterpillar, the monarch caterpillar, in my plants, in my milkweed plants, to share it with you, to also learn for the first time how does it work to go live on my YouTube channel, because usually I would do it on Facebook, but I would rather do it on the YouTube channel because I have on my one channel I have over 400 posts and over 400 subscribers. So you can subscribe and tell me what would you like me to share. And I don't have that on Facebook. I have two channels, Kayvon Gayola YouTube channel. So yeah, I like to establish that, and I'm so glad I've just learned to do this, and there's going to be more of this sharing on YouTube going to come. And thank you all for watching and subscribing and sharing with me the experiences, reflections, and meditations in nature. Baha'i inspired. Bye bye.